Good idea. It's the Morning Joe to your Morning Joe. It's the blue collar to your blue collar. It's the lab coat to your scientists. Speaking of scientists, y'all want to learn something today?
Okay, there's some lag.
Yep, got some lag.
That'll happen with internet.
Who's the laggiest?
Who's the laggiest here? George
It doesn't
just
help if
dabbed,
you raise your hand.
G
You have
raised
to actually
their
make a
hand.
noise.
Oh, it's definitely me.
You're like right on top of the beat from all I can tell. George, you go.
George, you go.
What?
Nope, you're looking good too. Aiden?
Is it me?
Is it
Somehow
you?
I doubt it. Since
Yeah,
Since it's you, G.
you look pretty good.
well, no, since you're the one that counted, so you would be the one that saw the lag.
Oh, that's a good point.
I did see lag, but if the lag is coming in my direction and in your direction, or no, you're right. That's a good point.
Ooh, it's like double Doppler
That's a very
lag.
good point.
It's both
That's
coming
weird.
closer
It's
and
kind of like
farther away.
Doppler lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about. Science.
Guys, it's early.
It's
It's
early.
really early. It's Sunday. Gee, it is not early where you are. It
I
is
just
11:11
woke up.
where you
You
are.
guys
Make a
woke me
fucking
up.
wish. Jeff had to get up at 7:30 for this.
I also woke up at 7:30.
Guys, you
I
failed to
want you
I
to
woke
realize
up
understand-
also at 7:30, but
I-
that's different because I am incapable of sleeping.
I want you to understand that I didn't go to sleep until about 7:30.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
God.
Well, y'all
Or
consider
PM.
this. G is actually
Oh, okay.
in next week. So G is fine that they missed, the cattle call because they're actually living in next week already.
Yeah.
So
She is
Yeah,
already
sure.
living in next week because 11 o'clock on Sunday morning is when Mass ends, and that's when the new week starts.
Okay.
So wait, is this Monday? Is this
Think
Sunday
about
Mass?
I
this
think
what it
is?
G,
This is
all I'm saying
for
is I think
me-
G got an extra mass in.
I
And we
want
gotta
you guys
catch
to
up. You
think-
understand that this doesn't know. I don't know anything about what you guys are talking about. I am Southern Baptist.
I don't think any of us really knows what we're talking about.
That's kind of our thing.
I
here
just
on
know
Good
that
Idea.
mass is, I think, density over volume or something. I don't know.
Mass is density over. And that is a good idea. Good idea is a brain trust your brain can trust. It is a comedy podcast where we find creative, actionable solutions to your real life problems. I am Aiden Kinsella.
I'm G Daly.
I'm George Diaz.
Jesus.
I'm Jeff Richardson.
Nailed it.
You guys have to actually
And
introduce
this
yourselves.
is Good Idea. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
I'm good. I'm actually Jeff. I was doing my covert role. I was in my role as spy master.
I was fooled. I actually had thought that you had been pretending to be Jeff the whole time, and then you were revealing now for the first time that you were actually George Diaz.
Actually, we
Aiden's-
did a Freaky Friday situation, but on Sunday.
it was a Freaky Sunday situation. And
But then you switched back because what? Did Mass start?
wheels within wheels, bro. Spycraft. It's the trade. George,
Holy
me.
shit,
I could
I mean-
be a lizard next. You don't know.
I don't. That's a good point.
Jeff, state your name and occupation, please.
I'm Jeff Richardson. I am a letter carrier, a podcaster, a poet, a philosopher, a raconteur, a man about town. If by town you mean at my house.
Okay, so I'm at your house, Jeff. Here I am. I see you've set up a number of shops here.
It is a bit like
Just did
the
a couple
green
of-
zone. I have a lot of shops in one area.
There's some shops in here. a bar, but
I
it's
have
like
a Burger King. I
there's
have
none of them are manned by anybody. But I notice you have a large hat rack.
I have a large cat rack.
I heard
No,
cat
a hat rack.
Oh, a hat
Where you
rack.
keep all
yeah.
your hats.
Yeah, all the different fast
Yeah,
food
that would
workers.
explain why you were confused about it being a cat rack if you don't have
Yeah.
that.
All the different fast food workers from around the world put their hats on this specific hat rack.
Hey, I see my old hat.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah.
that's
George
really cool.
came
Oh,
out
George,
to
hey, welcome to Jeff's
Station
house.
HQ once.
Hey.
Jeff, here, do me a favor. Just stand behind one of these shops, and I'm gonna put one of these shop tables. I'm just gonna put a lunch lady's hairnet on you, and we're gonna see what happens.
I do have pretty long hair. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we're gonna put that on you.
Keep
And
those
this
sexy
is the,
locks out of the fryer grease. Am I right?
Yeah, dude. Out of the fire grease. I can't relate. My sexy
Corn dog on a
boxer.
stick.
What?
That's the restaurant I'm in right now.
Oh, okay, got it. So that's what I was gonna see, which one we were on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on corn dog on a stick. I was too busy watching you put on the hairnet so carefully and excellently.
What other kind of
I didn't
corn
notice
dog
what
is
shop we
there?
were at.
There's
hot dog?
mini corn dogs that you just pop in your mouth. No
Mini
need
corn
for a
dogs.
stick.
That's a good point. George claims a hot dog is another kind of corn dog.
George,
Pigs in a blanket?
How do we feel?
Pigs in a blanket?
none of
Getting
these things
farther
are
away.
corn
Blanket.
dogs. A corn dog
What if the pigs in
requires
blanket are
having
made with pig meal?
a corn dog requires having been made out of cornbread. The wrapping has to be made out of cornbread. A hot dog is not a corn dog. It's not the same thing.
It's
The
like an
wrapping has to be made out of cornbread for a corn dog to be a corn head.
correct
I
me
call
if
it
I'm
a
wrong.
corn head because it's a fan of corn. What?
I don't like the phrasing of cornhead, but if you think about a hot dog in its
That's a STI if I ever heard of one.
in its preternatural form, a hot dog is an ingredient of a successful corn dog. So you could say that a hot dog is a pre-corn dog with bun.
You could definitely say.
But if you
But
strip
why
away
would
the
you?
bun and purely
Because
go
it's
hot dog as
correct.
an ingredient, then you're halfway there. Then you just need your cornmeal breading, as G said, and we're in business.
But why
Yeah.
would you?
Why would you?
So it's not another. It's not another kind of corn. I'm with G. Why would you? That seems like a waste of time.
No, I'm not saying it
Also-
seems like a waste of time. I'm saying it seems like an abomination to say.
I don't know. Why?
I try very hard to live without any sort of judgment, and
No rules,
So
just
what
right.
happens is I make a lot of logical observations that sound mean, but I do not see a point in it. I don't think it's stupid to call it a pre-corn dog. I think that makes a lot of sense.
It's kind of like
I
pre-cum. It can still get you
Yeah,
pregnant.
that's what I was gonna say. It sounds a little bit too much like that.
Yeah. So a
It's
pre-corn
kind of like pre-cum.
hot dog can still get you pregnant.
Pre-corn.
A-
Yeah.
A pre-corn hot dog can still get you
but-
past that appetite.
Oh my god.
Can a hot dog with corn head still get you pregnant?
Yep. That's a new offering.
Well,
at
can
7-Eleven.
a circumcised penis still get you pregnant? Then a hot dog with
Good
corn head
question.
can.
Is there a delicious
That's
corn
fair. You gotta
breading
shuck the
around
corn
it?
head cock to get.
If delicious corn breading replaced foreskins, I don't think anyone would mind.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Oh God!
Another kind of corn dog. What other kind of corn dog is there? Maybe we should be asking what other kind of corn dog should there be? So,
oh, man.
let me introduce to you, no longer an STI, my new sex toy, Cornhead. You can buy it at Jeff's house at one of his shops. He makes them himself, custom cast to your penis.
Well, now a lot of it is
Results may vary.
A lot of it is standardized factory conditions. We just pop it out of the freezer into the fryer. But corn dog
So-
on a stick is unleashing new corn heads, and they're
this-
basically just hot dog shaped heads covered with corn, and you're good to go on those.
Is this something that you just like put around your penis? Like you just put your dick in it like a condom?
It's totally like a Electro Zeus penis sheath.
It's like a condom but edible.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like an edible
don't they
condom.
have those?
This is the next step of flavored condoms. That's what this is.
It's a corndom.
Wait,
This is the next step
Sponsored
of
by
human
Guy Fieri.
evolution.
it's sponsored by Guy Fieri.
No!
Yes, Guy Fieri flavor blasted pancake corn heads, right?
Hey, that head is fire. Guy Fieri.
Now we got pepper
Guy
spicy.
Fieri, sorry. That head is fire and spiky. We don't have any protective male condoms.
Wait,
You know how there's spiked female condoms? Why don't we have any protective male condoms?
Oh, you mean to protect against sexual assault?
Yeah.
That's
That's a good idea.
That's a
Yeah,
bad
right?
idea.
Because what we need just
No,
like
it's a
you know
really
when you
good
put
one.
spikes
I
you know when you put spikes on the side of a car?
Mm-hmm.
Like
wait.
That
Are you
happens a
because
lot.
you're gonna be in a race.
Are you gonna Mad
and you
Max
gotta
the
push a
dick?
button during the race that will make spikes come out of the wheels so you can wreck the shop of the other cars near you?
So
Like
you
that
want
for
to
your
Fury
penis.
Road your
Aiden.
cock.
You're gonna
Your
Mad
penis
Max
has
your
a
dick.
built-in sheath. So if you put your penis in a penis sheath, your penis itself is a sheath. There is a hole in it that you can put a spike inside.
Oh,
Okay, you're
How do
protected in this hypothetical post cornhead society. You're putting spikes on your Johnson. Okay, that'll protect you from other cars with spikes. But what if you just want to go to work and keep your Johnson in your pants? Too many spikes, your pants are all damaged. Now you got your dick out.
Jeff.
It's a whole
So
thing.
what you have
No,
to
this
do,
will
Jeff.
also protect you from the zipper,
No,
and you no longer have to wear underwear.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, sorry.
That's good. Yeah, but what
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say
Go ahead,
is
G. Yeah.
the best way for this to work is for it to be remote controlled. So
Absolutely.
it can have
I totally agree
Yeah, it
with
can
you.
have multiple different functions. It could be a sex toy, but it can also be a protective condom.
Okay,
and
I
that's
have
a
some
good idea. And it
concerns.
also has to be edible. That's really important. It needs to be edible and made of cornbread. Maybe instead of a spike coming out, it's just a really uncomfortable stick. Just a sort of wooden stick.
Wait,
And
isn't
there's and it
isn't that
serves
already
a
a thing,
sounding
though?
function too. What?
What's that,
isn't
George?
that kind of already a thing though?
Spiky corn-breaded penis sheaths?
No, the wooden stick. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
There's
like, I don't wanna
certain
Like a
shame
wooden
say-
stick to
people.
put inside your wooden stick.
Like,
there are
I don't want to
certain
shame
sorts of
people.
Like a
Yeah,
corn
say
dog
on
has a wooden
Amazon
stick
that have
in it.
like a stick loincloth.
Obviously,
That's a
we
thing.
don't want to encroach on the corn dog industry. We don't want to encroach on big corn dog.
Yes, we do. Millennials are going to kill every industry.
So what
Right,
we have
we're-
to do is make this
Oh, okay.
stick.
Hold on.
What we have to do is make this wooden stick rather than making it a wooden stick because that's trademarked TMTM, right? Just make it
TMTM.
a spike of
TMTM.
metal.
Yeah, I like
Wait,
this. Can
metal?
it be a silver spike?
To protect against werewolves and vampires.
You did
Yes.
before I did.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
So we're shifting
This
out
is
of
because we have at
breaded-
least one werewolf on this podcast.
We're shifting out of delicious breaded sheaths, and now we're going into more battle ready.
Well, no,
sheaths.
we have a delicious breaded sheath, and then inside the urethra is a hidden blade, or not
Wait.
blade, but rather a
No,
a
no, go
fucking
back.
silver dagger almost.
Go
I don't
back
know
to
if
the
it's
hidden
silver
blade.
stake.
is gonna
Go
be
back to the
okay
hidden
with this
blade.
one.
Go back to the Hidden Blade. This is the new
like-
Assassin's
wait,
Creed
what-
game. It's the new Assassin's Creed game.
Dick knife. Assassin's Creed dick
I
knife.
fucked my way up
Assassin's
to the top.
Creed, penis blade.
Yes, that's better.
Revelations had the hook blade. Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
3 had the
Creed.
pivot blade.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed Triple X is gonna have the dick
Now,
blade.
okay.
It'll be.
Here's the problem.
It'll be.
Here's the
It'll
problem I
be
see.
ass.
In a
It'll
post-
be in ass Assassin's Creed. In ass Assassin's Creed. To I don't know. This is nothing.
Now that brings up an interesting point, Aiden. actually.
Assassinate in Assassin's Creed. In ass,
Aiden,
Sins
that brings
Creed.
up-
Assassinate in ass, Sins Creed. Sorry, what?
That brings up an interesting point. How are you going to protect your butthole?
Well, now we're
We
in a
need
whole
butt
different
plug.
branch of
We have
science.
to
Hold
put a
on.
butt plug.
We need to put a
of
pin
some
in sheaths of
spiky-
all sorts. If we're going,
We've
if
already
we're going
put a pin
backdoor
in our
town-
sheath.
You know, you could
We
just
already-
you could use just a
big silver
chastity
spike.
cage.
Okay, start
You
with a
could
chastity
just
cage.
use a chastity cage to protect yourself, but that has less function.
Chastity
Okay, so in a
cage.
post-Cornhead society, right, where everybody sheathes their wang in a public way, some people are going breading. You know, it's always time for lunch or whatever. Other people are going metal. Now, motherfuckers are putting a pin in their buttholes simultaneously. Some folks are bedazzling it with a chastity cage. Pretty soon, people are going to have
Just
like
a really big
tesseracts around
ass
their groin.
cage. It's a
You know?
it's a chastity cage, but it's an astity cage, so it only goes around the back.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait, but how do they poo?
Guys.
It
Chastity
protects
cage.
your anal virginity.
But how do they
Guys.
poo?
Corn dog pants.
It's a cage. It's not a.
Sorry, corn dog. What?
Sorry, what?
Corn dog pants.
It's
Okay. Okay. I'm
brilliant.
seeing this. Now,
It's
Why
here's
are we
the
brilliant.
wearing
problem.
pants though? Oh, but then the zipper wouldn't
Generally-
be as rough either, which is good.
Generally,
What?
delicious breaded product gets really, really hot and oily before it sets.
Ooh.
So is
Yep.
that going to be like pre-custom fit and then like hardened with some kind of epoxy, or is it like
No, no,
every
no.
morning you just kind
No,
of
you
waffle
have to
batter
dip yourself in the fryer.
You see,
Okay.
it's a new spa technique.
Okay, so we replace bathtubs with fryers. We do some cybernetic enhancements so your legs don't burn off while you cook the junk.
This is it. This is
you know.
Cyberpunk 2077, the
This
Keanu
is-
Reeves CD
Hell
Projekt
yeah.
Red game.
And you've got something going on in the back door, so entertainment is covered most of the day. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god. We have this new Assassin's Creed game. Everyone's gonna love it.
I mean, we've already got a meal tie-in. You know, we could hook up with a fast food joint for breakfasts.
Should this
You know.
episode be sponsored by corn dogs?
Well,
Should it be
but,
sponsored by corn dogs?
but there's not a really big like corn dog on a stick is a little boutique. You might find it at a mall. Who does corn dogs right? I mean, Tyson. You know, you get him in
State
the
Fair.
freezer section.
Sonic does.
Sonic
It's
makes
really, really hard to do a corn dog bad. Pretty much what you have to do to fuck up a corn dog is to use turkey instead of beef for the meat, and that's pretty much
Get the
only
fuck
thing that
off
you can
my
do.
Aiden?
program.
Aiden?
Get your turkey ass fake No.
Aiden, you made the rules
Straight
yourself.
up.
There's no turkey shaming.
There's no. What do you mean? There's
George,
no
I
turkey
just
shaming?
shamed turkey. Did you hear
It's
me
not
at all?
shaming. It's not George. It's not shaming. It's just that it's objectively better when you don't have.
I would not stand for this turkey
in
shaming.
the hot dog.
If we enter into
Like,
a
it
corporate
just
branding
doesn't
situation,
taste as good.
if we get
because it's
together
not
with
as bad
Tyson
for you.
Foods or Sonic the Hedgehog fast food restaurant, if we get into that region, we need to make sure that turkey is off the menu. That's my stipulation.
I agree.
I highly disagree.
Turkey's got to be because turkey is a symbol of oppression in American culture because of the fact that it is associated with Columbus Day and Thanksgiving as a holiday in general. Thanksgiving, I think, as a concept is great, but like we need to do away with turkeys. Really, we should probably just kill all of them.
Oh God, Jeff is a turkey.
Hey everybody!
Jeff is a blow-darted turkey.
I'm representing the Turkey Guild, and I feel like we've been getting a bad rep, so I came over with a press release, if you don't mind.
No, we don't mind at all.
Turkeys are a long-established species on the American continent. We're a lot of fun at parties. We're kind of cute and round. Some of us are genetically engineered to be very large and delicious. But not all of us. Of course, I'm quite small, as you can see. The smaller ones are better at PR.
Oh, I see. Is that why they sent you?
Yeah.
Are you sure they don't hate you?
Aiden,
What's up?
kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna punt it really quick. I think they might have sent this one as like a sort of a punishment to it. Yeah.
It's the
All
first
right,
flying turkey.
Kick the fucking turkey. There it
It's
goes.
the first flying turkey.
Cue the feathers noise. Somebody hit a
It is
pillow
the
in a
first
wall or
flying
something.
turkey.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-da-da-da. You guys, I think we solved that problem.
I don't. What was
Let's
the
go
problem?
to the big board,
What was
y'all.
the problem?
Well, we had turkeys.
Okay.
I think
So-
the problem. No, I think the original problem for that was that we had. I think it was male sexual assault.
That was actually all for me. That was all about
and we solved it by
ending
killing all the
turkeys.
turkeys.
It was all a roundabout way. No, I solved killing all the turkeys by bringing up male protective condoms. I also, in the process, created a way to male protect condoms against vampires and werewolves, and you guys added a whole lot of stuff to make the condoms more edible and tastier.
Like a video game deal.
And like a video game deal. Just like that. Like, we all worked together to create something really, really helpful. Like, you guys made a good protective condom. I killed all the turkeys. Everyone gets what they want.
So I feel like we primed the pump pretty good. We kicked a turkey, which is always a auspicious way to start a show.
Fantastic.
I've been
That's-
priming my pump the entire
that's-
time we've been talking about killing turkeys.
That's long been known as a good way to start pretty much any important endeavor. Is with a good
To
turkey
prime the pump
kicking.
first, yeah.
I feel like we didn't really get the turkey's perspective enough. I feel like we missed out. It was maybe a premature kicking.
I feel
Yeah,
like
well-
the turkey was an asshole.
I was gonna say the turkey's dead now, so there's nothing we can do about it.
It's like a little
kicked him right
asshole
into the
turkey.
wood
And
chipper,
Jeff, where
I
were
guess.
you even during that scene?
So your idea was a good one, Aiden. We threw up some stuff on the Facebook page and we got a few hits. Does anybody want
Oh, the idea that Jeff is referring to is to ask listeners for ideas.
Does anybody want to dig into this hot mess that is Facebook? Because
Holy crap.
I've got
I
a few here.
mean, you're digging into it right now. Why don't you throw it at us?
Jason Lee comes at us with this can of worms, fish in a barrel, cat on a hot tin roof. These are all tired expressions at this point. Can we have some new animal themed expressions for everyday use, please and thank you? You're welcome,
Squirrels
Jason.
in your pants.
Absolutely,
Hey,
Jason.
I already
thank
got
you.
one. I already got one.
Okay, let's hear it.
You really kicked the turkey on that one.
This shit writes
So that's
itself.
like you really set us up for victory.
Yes.
You really you won a point for the team. This is like a compliment, a laud for a teammate.
It's the exact opposite
Really
of it's
kicked
the
the
exact
turkey
opposite
off.
of Scroot the Pooch.
right.
I love that.
I
I love that.
I feel like
Okay.
there's something around got a silverfish in your urethra, but I'm still workshopping that one.
I think that one is an expression like, hey, you got a silverfish in your urethra? It's like, are you wearing a protective male condom?
Okay, so this is kind of our new. We're trying to jumpstart this one, so we'll put that in the hopper.
Yeah, that one, this will be good for that. I think
Put a turkey in a hopper.
Okay.
I think that's good.
manatees.
Manatees.
Oh, what was that? Sorry?
That's it? Just manatees?
Yeah,
It's the new aliens
Exclamation
name.
point.
but you have to say it like a question.
Oh,
It's
question.
this one
Okay.
is an expression that shows like, hey, I care about the environment. I'm trying to raise awareness of these animals. Like,
Oh, okay.
hey, what
yeah,
do you
that
guys
makes
think?
sense. Right.
Oh, but
so
you
we
got to
love
say
to
it like
see
this,
cows.
guys. You got to say,
Yeah.
man, a tease. Huh?
Do you?
Man, tease.
Do you?
Do we have
Do
to say
you
it like
though?
that?
Like that?
Do you though?
Why, Jeff? I would like to hear your reasoning.
Indeed.
Well, we're early in the brainstorming process on these new animal terms. So I'm just
I don't know. Mine was
spitballing
pretty
here.
good.
But the idea is you come at them.
Okay.
You come at them up top with a word they like, right? Man. Who doesn't like men? And then
Me.
Who doesn't like men? G.
add-
Hold on. Let's back up. G doesn't like men. Let's address this.
I also don't.
Jeff, this might be a flaw
Men
with your
suck.
idea.
Men suck, dude.
Can I hit you with this? Can I interest you in womanities?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can.
Flipping it.
That attracts
Womanities.
that attracts my pun side. It attracts my gay side. It just everything about it is perfect.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
Okay,
Womanities.
Okay, so while y'all were
No.
kind of like talking, I decided to look up some like news on manatees.
Oh God.
There's no animal news on manatees, but the Manatee County Fair has been really, let's say, eventful.
Is that in Alaska?
Can we hear more?
I have no idea. Like,
the
Where else do
manatees-
the manatees live?
This is definitely an underwater Atlantis. Like did we find Atlantis? Is that the news, George?
Are the manatees having fairs without us, Remus?
We're
Okay,
not
I'm
worthy
looking
of
up
manatee
manatees
fairs.
ma-
I want to have a
Mascot.
fair with a manatee.
We're not
these-
worthy.
These things are also
You really
called
screwed
sea
the manatee
cows.
on this one, Aiden. Yeah, I wish.
Manatees are also called sea cows. They are
Yeah, I
the
said that.
official mascot of the State College of Florida Athletics Department.
That is fantastic news.
Yeah,
That
they
is
have a mascot
ironic, and I
named-
love
This
it.
is good.
They have a mascot
Wait,
named Maverick.
sorry, manatees?
That's a manatee. Now we're gonna have manatees.
It would be
right?
like, hang
So,
on. Now they're the official state mascot of Florida State.
No, State College of Florida.
State College of Florida. Okay, so that would be like a group of mermaids who played football making their mascot a cow.
Yes.
Have you seen a
Mermaid
cow? They're very
football.
hard to knock over.
Group of mermaids who play football. I really actually kind of love that image.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's explore this space for a second. I am we're playing football.
Mhm.
Yeah, which
Mermaid
kind of
football.
football though?
Wait, football americano
Yeah,
or
I'm thinking
football?
I'm the. I'm
Ooh,
gonna
this
be.
is important.
I think football.
Yeah, is this football?
Okay,
Is this
so-
Because I really like the imagery
or is
of
it
like tail
hut, hut?
slapping, like swimming through the water and then like jerking with their upper body to swing their tail around and knock into the ball.
Okay, now I've run
In
into
some
our
sort of,
first
like,
wrinkle, which is mermaids
Okay.
not typically known for having feet.
They use their tail. That's fine.
Were you listening to what I just fucking said?
No.
Or were you thinking about your wrinkle? Yeah, that's the problem. So I had solved your wrinkle already.
So your mermaids.
So
do
I
your
have a
mermaids
wrinkle.
multiple tails, flippers, feet. What's going on there?
Mermaids have 2 tails and a vagina hanging out.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right,
Whoa.
then.
Hang on. What's going on with the vagina?
Apparently, all mermaids
vagina's
have vaginas. I was not aware of this. You know.
All mermaids have vaginas and 2 tails.
On the
Okay.
outside?
Well, hanging
Yeah.
out. I mean, he did stipulate.
I specified that they're vagina, but they're mermaids. It's fucking
I
human
guess.
construct to wear clothes. They live
guess.
underwater. They're not people.
No,
They don't
I'm
have
not
like.
saying I'm not saying they should wear clothes. I'm saying why are their vaginas
Okay.
on the outside of their tails?
Well,
Where
in
would the
between.
vagina be otherwise?
Oh, they're
I
in
mean,
between.
Established. Well, yeah, it would be, but it would be like out, like they're not wearing clothes. Is my point.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So when you
I
say
thought
hanging
you said
out,
they
you
were
just mean
hanging.
exposed to
I
the
thought
water.
you said I thought you meant
Yeah.
the vaginas
No,
were hanging.
these
and
are
I was
not like
that's kind of
exposed
weird.
penile vaginas. That
Okay,
would
so
just be
when a mermaid
penises.
plays football, or rather flipper ball, when a mermaid
well,
plays
first they fill their
underwater
vagina
flipper
with
ball-
protective cornmeal.
I think they definitely still call it football.
Okay, now is it more like water polo where it happens above the water, or is it a special
This is
kind of
underwater,
football
which is the
that
problem
works
we have to
underwater?
solve.
So it's
Well,
a quick-moving
I've got a solution
underwater
for that
football.
problem. The ball is made of concrete.
Okay, but they're gonna hurt their tails really bad.
How do you know that? You don't know anything about mermaid physiology.
I don't. I just said I think, and I do clearly know things about mermaid physiology. Actually,
Gee, this has been on the agenda for weeks. We have all kinds of research about mermaid physiology.
I've
Aiden,
been
would you open that
researching this
binder
for
so
weeks.
We can get into that.
Yeah, hold on.
We prepare on this show, you guys.
Totally.
Yeah. Why not a ball
Okay.
made of coral?
Okay,
ball
see,
made
I
of
like that
coral
better than
could work
concrete
very
because
well.
coral floats. Concrete.
But I don't want it to float all the way to the top. What about like a smooth, flexible metal ball with lots of holes in it? So like almost a metal mesh ball, like you might give to a dog.
Like a wiffle ball?
That would be made of rubber, kind of like a wiffle ball, but bigger.
Soccer ball sized
heavier-
wiffle ball for underwater.
Yes, but instead of being plastic, it would be metal, and the holes would be way bigger. It would be more like a wireframe structure.
Okay.
So it would have the weight to move through the water, but it would cut through the water super easily.
Would it
We
have
use
any sort of
flexible
a
joints of some
bladder
kind and-
situation to give it buoyancy or pressure so that it can
I
be
think
kicked?
no.
So
I think
it's a
what?
flimsy
So it can be
wire
kicked?
mesh ball then.
it's a flimsy wire mesh ball, but it's like big. There's like big, giant octagonal or hexagonal holes.
Okay.
So you're
in
telling
it.
me this ball is made out of chicken wire?
Sort of.
They
They'd be
made a
bigger
ball
than
out of
that,
trash.
but kind of.
It's a space age chicken wire.
Perfect. Okay,
That's
but
cutting
I'm
edge.
thinking more like a space age chicken wire,
Ocean
because we're
trash.
developing this for mermaids.
And
We're
it
not,
is a
like-
titanium
But I think
gold
maybe
alloy.
we're basing it.
Because mermaids
What's up?
are, mermaids have pretty modern material science going for them.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
think that we are. To your point, G, they probably have made these balls out of wire mesh before, like chicken wire type things, and our inspiration for this can come from that. We can look more into that when we are designing ours to make it. We can use skeuomorphism to copy their designs and like parts of their reality into our new designs, so it like moves into their world more easily, and they kind of know what it's for, even though. it
What
looks
makes
different.
you think
What?
the mermaids need our help?
No, they don't. See, this is the problem.
because-
this is where Good Idea Corp solves the problem for you. We've done all the research about mermaid underwater football, European style. They are doing it. They've been doing it for a while. We've been doing the research, and we think we can lift
We've been watching mermaids do it.
everything
Hot.
out of the water and transfer that to above ground football and just but without mermaids. I'm thinking we might wear like pants that look like tails and flippers. I don't know about the
Oh,
vagina.
that could be fun if we were going to make this into a human sport. I
Mm,
like
should-
that.
above
I
water.
think this is marketable.
Should
Yeah.
we move on to another
Definitely
good idea?
if it's going to be.
Okay.
Well, I just want to make
animal-
sure that I get to respond really quick to what makes me think that the mermaids need their help, and it's that I've done a lot of research.
Okay. Mermaids
That
do need
is
our
what
help. Let's get
I
into
have
that.
looked at it, and I have the human's burden, and I have to.
Back to Columbus Day.
Why Columbus Day?
Why
Aiden
not?
mentioned it
Because
in a
it
non
sucks.
sequitur earlier.
Because it sucks.
Yeah. It does suck. The
can't
nice thing about
breathe.
comedy is that it equals tragedy.
Joker, is that you?
This has
Animal-
been established on Good Idea before. I'm an
Animal-themed
actual believer that
expressions.
comedy equals tragedy.
Yeah. Animal themed expressions for everyday use. Anything else on
No, I
that?
think we've checked that one off. I
Um,
think we've solved that problem.
I think we made a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, okay.
We really kicked the turkey on that one.
I think we
Yeah,
really
yeah.
did. We really kicked the turkey on that one.
Fuck yes. All right, let's get another one. Go, do it.
Help. Donald Trump is the president of my country.
Fuck.
Well, Iran's already got a
Knew this
bounty
day
on
would
him,
come.
so there,
That's
we're
true.
done.
So
We're
that's
done.
pretty much
Yeah,
handled.
problem solved.
Okay, we got that one done.
Problem solved.
Okay.
Iran's got it. Okay,
Fixed
next
it.
thing.
Thanks, Mom. Kristen's your mom, right?
Yeah, Kristen's my mom.
Okay.
Thanks,
AJ
Mom.
Gennaro says, someone threw a bow in my company's dumpster. Now, you might be thinking a bow for like wrapping because it's right after the holiday season. Turns out it's like a bow and arrow bow. How do I find out who did this so that I can ask them to train me?
It's Oliver Queen. This is the Green Arrow reboot.
Nice.
We're in the CW. We're in the CW Arrowverse.
Okay, I like this.
This is
Okay.
what's going on.
I think if you find a bow in a dumpster, that probably is a magical bow and it will train you itself.
That's very likely.
Oh,
That's a
supernatural
really good
reboot.
built-in training ability.
Yeah,
It put
Dumpster
itself
bow.
there for you to find it.
exactly.
So this
Mhm.
is your AJ. You and I were talking about the hero's journey on Straight Off the Top of My Headlines when we recorded the other day. By the way, hey, there's a little plug. I do a comedy improv satire news show with AJ Generis, and it's called Straight Off the Top of My Headlines, and it's an absolute delight, and I adore it. Go check it out if you haven't already. Anyway, we were talking about the hero's journey, and this is your call to adventure. You have seen this bow, and it is clear to me and to you that you can't go back now. Like, this is you've seen it, and your life has been changed for better or for worse forever. You cannot go back, and so now you have to answer the call or refuse the call. But at some point, first you're going to be hesitant. This is your hesitation, right? Your resistance to the call is, no, this bow can't be for me. I'm not good enough. I have to find someone to train me. The reality is your call is to pick up the bow. And when you pick up the bow,
It's a Jonah
then
and the
you will
whale
have
situation.
accepted the call.
Where
to
my
it.
Bible head's
Well,
at.
yes.
Jonah.
Jeff, this is the same hero's journey. It's in Star Wars,
Right.
it's in Harry Potter, it's in fucking everything. Keep
Right.
going.
So God comes down to AJ and says, dumpster bow. And AJ's job is to go, am I trained myself on dumpster bow? Or am I going to reject God's call? And then you know what happens? Big whale. Figure it out, AJ.
There's a huge whale. That's the thing. But you missed a bunch of steps. But in this particular story, there actually will be a huge whale that is before the metaphorical huge whale. There's gonna be a huge whale. Like,
Oh, let's put that on the
right
list.
now.
Huge whale is a
Huge whale.
Huge whale.
As opposed to what other
Hell,
kind of
Donald
whale
Trump is the president
there?
of my podcast.
We have we have a
Watchy.
rules question. What other kind of whales are there other than huge ones?
Is that what G said?
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's
Good rules
baby
question.
belugas
Baby belugas.
Baby beluga.
Manatees?
in the deep blue sea.
Hold on, is a manatee a
Manatees
whale?
are not. No.
Manatees are not
That's why I
whales.
said it with a question mark.
Okay, so manatees are
Fuck.
firmly in the mermaid zone, as mammals
Yes,
go.
Manatees
they
are firmly
cow
in the
mermaids.
mermaid zone.
Right.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so
the
manatees are cow mermaids, seals are dog
Yes.
mermaids, mermaids are human mermaids.
Okay, I like
Yes.
that.
And humans are mermaid humans.
Horse mermaids. Do we
It's
have a
important
That's
that
a
we don't look
seahorse.
at this in a human-centric
Oh!
way.
Okay, seahorses are tiny horse mermaids. Okay.
Yes, correct. They just haven't
Seahorses
evolved
are
to the
tiny
right
horse
size
mermaids.
yet.
Are catfish just cat mermaids?
Yes.
Okay, if I
The
can
nice
break
thing
this
about the
down.
spikes on a seahorse's back is that when seahorses evolve to the right size to be mermaid horses, those will slot right into the vaginas really comfortably.
Oh my god.
Is this
Don't love that.
an X-rated version of Avatar? Is that what you're doing now, Aiden?
Well, this is
Yeah, I
speculative
don't like
science, and I
The
want
blue
to
people one, not the Four Elements one.
I want to take it back to understood science because we're talking good ideas here. We want to make sure we have a firm basis of scientific
Reality?
reasoning right now. If we're talking about which whales aren't giant, we've got your pilot whale. Dolphins are an edge case. We've got
I love an edge
really
case.
large manatees. Is that considered a whale?
No.
Like a really hefty one?
A really large manatee might cross over from mermaid into whale.
Now, okay,
So.
its friends might bully it and call it a whale if it's very large.
Oh no!
Ooh, I don't know if we condone that.
I did
No,
some
I
quick.
didn't
But the
say we
problem
condoned
is
it.
that we can't.
I'm just saying it
I'm not
might
saying we
happen.
condone it. It might happen though. It might happen, and the reality is that metaphor is reality. We can't conceptualize anything outside of metaphor. So if the mermaid manatee's friend mermaid manatees are calling it a whale, or maybe the mermaid humans around the mermaid manatee are calling it a whale, in some ways it may not be a whale, but it also isn't not a whale.
So we've gone pretty far afield of the issue here. Narwhals. Whale? Yes or no?
It's
No.
a unicorn mermaid.
That's
Yes,
right. It's a
it
unicorn
is.
mermaid.
No. No,
Mermaids
sir.
kind of
I'm
thread the
sorry.
line. Sometimes they're small amphibious or reptilian creatures. Sometimes they're large blood-sucking
Narwhals are
monsters.
manatees who never went to the mermaid dentist. I'm sorry.
You know,
That's the
their
rules.
their tusk or their horn is actually a tusk or a tooth.
Mhm. That's why the
Yeah,
tooth.
That's what I'm saying.
So
they never
really,
went to
what
the
they
mermaid
are-
dentist.
Because what other animals do we know of whose teeth just keep growing for their entire life? Rats.
Beavers?
Rats.
big beavers.
So,
Whoa.
so what they are
Whoa.
is
Hold on.
giant sea rats.
Oh my god, you're right.
Dude. So wait,
They're really just big sea rats.
does that mean that the sea has its own version of the Black Plague spread by rats?
No, I think probably narwhals are cleaner than our version of rats.
That's actually
Narwhals?
George is onto something.
We gotta
That's
start
actually
calling
what-
rats narwhals now.
That's actually what happened to Atlantis. Not a lot of people know that. We used to have sea rats, underwater cities.
Hang
All
on.
that's gone now.
Hang on. I want us to go back and address Aiden's joke just now. Can we please do that?
Rats are our walls. We have to remove the human-centric view. Okay? Rats? We can't call narwhals oceanic rats. Rats are our walls. Rats are what are preventing us from seeing the outside. Rats are our walls. We can't call them rats anymore. We have to call them our walls as a symbolic removal of our walls.
He's
So,
going for
Ironically.
Just once again, I want to thank
Yes,
Jason
right
Lee.
into the fucking mermaid zone.
I think
wanna thank
Aiden's
Jason
losing
Lee
it.
for getting us.
into the ocean.
I want to thank Jason Lee for getting into this whole animal expression zone, because now we can get really metaphorical on this sea rat wall situation. So that's good.
Yeah, thank you, Jason.
Really kicked a turkey on that one, bro.
Hello, it's me, Aiden. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Good Idea. We're now out editing our episodes in multiple parts and putting them up weekly instead of doing attempting to do bi-weekly episodes and edit long pieces of audio all at once. It was just getting really stressful. And I thought this format might be kind of cool. So you're going to get this half of the episode tonight, which is Sunday, the 9th of February of 2020. I'm really sorry it's been so long since we've been uploading. I mean, I'm not, because it's like not my fault, but I kind of am because it sucks. But you know, my computer charger got severed and then it took forever to get a new one because mail. The delivery service, not the sex. The thing that I wanted to say to you was, this is the Sunday night episode is going to go up tonight. Normally they're going to go up on Fridays. Another episode is going to go up Friday this week, which is, I think, the Valentine's Day. And possibly there will be an episode up in between now and then. I don't know. But by the end of this week, you should have at least the other what's it called? Gosh darn it. The other part of this episode. The second part of this episode. Part 2. This one again, but the rest of it. It's super great. The next part of it is going to be very fun. I'm rambling for no reason here, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Please take care of yourself. Go eat dinner if you didn't eat dinner yet.
This episode is really interesting too because it just sort of ends.